The quietest moments often carry the loudest truths. On September 11th, a hidden doorway opens, one that the world cannot offer, one that can only be found in the sanctuary of solitude. Tonight, we will step beyond the noise, beyond distractions, and explore the sacred power of being alone. In this video, you will discover why staying home alone is not a sign of loneliness, but a deliberate act of inner mastery. Shaolin wisdom teaches that strength is not forged in chaos or crowds, it is cultivated in stillness. When the mind slows, when the body rests in deliberate silence, layers of distraction fall away, revealing truths that are usually hidden from our daily lives. You will learn how solitude allows the mind to see clearly, how it sharpens intuition, and how it awakens a deeper sense of presence. Few realize that the simple act of being alone, practiced with intention, can unlock energy and insight that the world cannot hand to you. Even the monks of Shaolin understood this. It is in the quiet chambers of the mind that inner power is shaped, patience is honed, and clarity emerges. By the end of this video, you will understand not just the value of sacred solitude, but the techniques to harness it. We will explore how September 11th holds a unique energetic window, perfect for reflection, self-mastery, and transformation. You will be guided through the philosophy, the hidden lessons, and the ancient practices that awaken your highest potential. Welcome to Shaolin Soulfire, where every moment of stillness is a spark of power waiting to ignite. Subscribe now and join us on this journey into the unseen realms of mind, spirit, and mastery. The path ahead is quiet, yet every step resonates with a force that changes everything. Every object in a room carries a weight, a vibration, a story. The walls, the furniture, the faint scent lingering in the air, they all speak to the mind, whether we realize it or not. In the practice of inner mastery, the environment is more than a backdrop. It is a partner in your journey. A cluttered space mirrors a cluttered mind, scattering attention and dulling insight. When the chosen ones step into a home prepared with care, something subtle shifts. The air feels lighter, the mind steadier, the body more at ease. Shaolin wisdom teaches that external order fosters internal harmony. The energy you allow into your space directly shapes the clarity of your thoughts and the depth of your focus. A single candle, a faint incense smoke, even the gentle arrangement of objects can guide your attention inward. In practical terms, begin by clearing away what no longer serves you. Each item removed is a distraction lifted from your consciousness. Dim the lights to invite quiet reflection, to slow the pace of your senses, and to let your inner vision sharpen. Introduce scents, sage, sandalwood, or subtle herbs to anchor your awareness in the present moment. Every choice becomes a ritual, every act a reminder that your surroundings are alive with influence. Even the most disciplined mind can be swayed by chaos. Yet, when the chosen ones approach their space with intention, the environment becomes a mirror of their inner state, a fertile ground where stillness grows and clarity blooms. The quiet corners, the carefully placed objects, the faint flicker of candlelight, all of it teaches patience, focus, and balance. In these sacred spaces, the energy flows not only around you but through you, aligning body, mind, and spirit in preparation for what is yet to awaken. The breath is the silent river that carries life through every corner of the body. Yet few understand that it is more than mere air. It is the bridge between the physical self and the unseen currents of spirit. In the quiet of solitude, each inhalation and exhalation becomes a tool, a guide, a key to awakening deeper awareness. Begin simply, inhale slowly through the nose, feeling the chest rise and the abdomen expand. Hold for a heartbeat. Then release gently, letting tension slip with the outward flow. With every cycle, the mind settles like sediment sinking to reveal clear water beneath. This conscious breathing is more than relaxation. It is training. Shaolin masters have long known that mastery over breath leads to mastery over thought, action, and energy itself. Controlled breath shapes focus. It teaches discipline, for the mind naturally wanders, yet the breath calls it back again and again. Energy begins to flow differently, subtle yet palpable. Each inhalation draws vitality inward. Each exhalation releases what no longer serves. Over time, this simple practice awakens hidden potential, opening doors within the body and spirit that are usually unnoticed. When breath is combined with intention, its power multiplies. A deliberate thought infused with each inhalation sets the mind and spirit on a singular path. The body responds, the energy aligns, and awareness expands. Ancient Shaolin philosophy reminds us that the greatest battles are not outside but within. By learning to control this most natural rhythm, one learns patience, resilience, and the quiet force that shapes destiny. The breath does not rush, it does not demand, it simply waits, offering a constant invitation to return home, to the body, to the mind, to the deeper self. In its rhythm, the chosen ones find balance, focus, and a gateway to the untapped potential that has always resided within. Each mindful breath becomes a step on the path of inner mastery, a thread connecting the earthly and the eternal. Within the stillness of solitude, there exists a quiet presence that observes without interference. This is the inner watcher, the silent witness to every thought, every fleeting emotion, every ripple of desire. It does not judge, does not react. It simply sees. Ancient mindfulness practices call this the witness consciousness, a subtle awareness that allows the mind to step back from the chaos of its own patterns and witness life with clarity. On September 11th, this capacity is amplified. The energy of the day magnifies self-awareness, as if the mind is offered a mirror that reveals both shadows and strengths. Thoughts may arise rapidly, worries, plans, doubts, or regrets. Yet the watcher does not cling. Instead, each thought is observed like a cloud passing across a vast, calm sky. Some clouds are dark, some are light, but none define the sky itself. In this practice, one learns to see thoughts as temporary, not permanent. This perspective allows the chosen ones to navigate the mind's turbulence without losing center or focus. Discipline lies in returning again and again to this quiet observation. The mind will wander, distractions will appear, yet the watcher remains steady, unaffected by the waves of thought. Over time, this cultivates a clarity that cannot be forced, a wisdom born from simply noticing without judgment. By observing in this way, the mind becomes a tool rather than a master. The chosen ones learn to act with intention rather than impulse, to respond rather than react. Each moment of awareness strengthens inner mastery, revealing patterns previously hidden, illuminating choices previously unseen. The inner watcher turns the ordinary flow of thought into a pathway for insight, transforming every distraction into an opportunity for presence. Through this practice, clarity emerges naturally, and the mind aligns with the deeper currents of purpose and potential that lie beyond ordinary perception. Stillness is often mistaken for emptiness, yet within its quiet lies a hidden doorway. When the body ceases its restless movements and the mind pauses its constant chatter, dormant abilities begin to stir. Shaolin teachings remind us that mastery of self begins not with action, but with mastery of the mind. It is in these sacred pauses that clarity sharpens, intuition awakens, and insight emerges as if from nowhere. The chosen ones understand that true power is not measured by what can be done outwardly, but by what can be realized inwardly. In the silence of stillness, the layers of distraction fall away. Hidden talents, long buried under habit and noise, reveal themselves. Solutions to problems, flashes of creativity, or sudden understanding often arrive in these moments, uninvited yet unmistakable. To access this hidden potential, dedication is required. Begin by setting aside 1 to 2 hours of uninterrupted stillness. Sit or lie comfortably, free from interruptions. Let the body settle, the breath deepen, and the mind quiet. Resist the urge to fill the space with thought or action. At first, the mind may resist, producing waves of restlessness or random chatter, but persistence brings reward. Each return to silence strengthens discipline and hones awareness. Within this practice, time transforms. What may seem ordinary becomes sacred. Stillness cultivates patience and resilience, training the mind to remain calm even amid chaos. ancient masters understood that the mind is the battlefield and stillness is the ground upon which victory is won. By embracing these moments, the chosen ones unlock doors that are invisible in motion, doors leading to intuition, insight, and capabilities that lie beyond ordinary perception. In this space, the mind and spirit align, and potential that once slept begins to move. The quiet is not empty, it is alive, pulsing with opportunity and power, waiting for those willing to sit, observe, and awaken it fully. Every action begins with a seed, and that seed is intention. It is the quiet force that guides energy toward unseen outcomes, shaping reality in ways that often go unnoticed. Shaolin philosophy teaches that when action is rooted in clear, conscious intention, its effect multiplies. Energy flows in alignment with purpose, and what once seemed ordinary transforms into something extraordinary. On September 11th, the chosen ones have a unique opportunity to harness this power. The energy of the day amplifies focus and magnifies the results of deliberate thought. Writing an intention, speaking it aloud, or holding it silently in the mind becomes more than ritual, it becomes a channel for transformation. The act of committing intention with awareness sends ripples through both the mind and the environment, drawing circumstances into alignment with one's inner truth. Intentions are not mere wishes, they are precise declarations of focus. Each thought directed with clarity strengthens discipline, trains the mind to act purposefully, and cultivates patience. Shaolin masters understood that scattered effort dilutes power, while concentrated intentional action unlocks doors that would otherwise remain closed. Begin with simplicity. Choose a single focus, a quality to cultivate, or a path to follow. State it clearly, internally or externally, and carry it through the day. Observe how the mind begins to notice opportunities, subtle signs, and connections that were invisible before. This is the alchemy of intention. It transforms thought into energy, energy into action, and action into results. In this practice, mastery is revealed not in force but in alignment. The chosen ones learn to act with precision, to move in harmony with unseen currents, and to direct life toward outcomes that matter most. Each intentional act becomes a thread woven into the fabric of possibility, a bridge from potential to manifestation. In the stillness of focus and clarity of purpose, the ordinary becomes sacred, and the mind awakens to its true power. Burdened minds struggle to see clearly. Each fear, regret, or expectation clings like a shadow, weighing the spirit down and clouding perception. In the quiet of solitude, the chosen ones learn the subtle art of letting go, a practice as ancient as the teachings of Shaolin. True mastery begins not with holding but with releasing. Only an unburdened mind can open fully to the energy and insight that the world cannot hand over. Letting go does not mean forgetting or denying experience. It is the conscious act of allowing the past to rest, of acknowledging what has been and then setting it free. Each exhale becomes a ceremony, a symbolic release of what no longer serves the journey. Breathe deeply, and as the air leaves the body, imagine tensions, doubts, and attachments dissolving, carried away like leaves on a gentle stream. Discipline is required for this practice. The mind will resist, urging attachment to familiar fears or comforting regrets. Yet, with patience, persistence, and mindful awareness, release becomes natural. Shaolin philosophy reminds us that control over the self is found not in grasping, but in surrendering. By letting go, the mind becomes lighter, sharper, more receptive. Space opens within, allowing new energy, clarity, and insight to flow unhindered. On September 11th, this release carries special significance. The day amplifies subtle shifts in consciousness, making it easier to detach from old patterns and open to unseen possibilities. Every fear relinquished, every expectation released is a step toward mastery. The chosen ones understand that power is not accumulation, but alignment. Through letting go, the mind clears, the spirit expands, and the path to hidden potential becomes visible. In this quiet surrender, the ordinary transforms into the sacred. The simple act of exhaling becomes a profound tool, an invitation to move beyond limitation, to embrace freedom, and to receive what the world cannot give. Time is not uniform. It carries rhythms, cycles, and hidden currents that influence the mind and spirit. Certain days, like September 11th, hold subtle but powerful energy, offering a rare window for transformation. Ancient teachings, including those of Shaolin, reveal that aligning with these natural cycles accelerates growth, opening doors that ordinary days cannot. To move with these currents is to move with the universe itself rather than against it. The chosen ones learn that patience is as essential as action. The universe unfolds in patterns, and wisdom lies in recognizing when to act and when to wait. Attempting to force change without regard for timing often leads to resistance, frustration, or wasted energy. Yet when the mind and spirit align with cosmic rhythms, even small efforts are magnified, creating momentum that carries intention and discipline forward effortlessly. September 11th, in particular, is a day that amplifies reflection, awareness, and insight. Energy on this day encourages the mind to pause, the body to settle, and the spirit to become receptive. By dedicating time to solitude, mindful breathing, and conscious observation, the chosen ones tap into a heightened field of possibility. Insights appear more clearly, intuition is sharper, and decisions carry a resonance that echoes beyond the ordinary. Shaolin philosophy teaches that mastery is not simply action, but attunement, an understanding of cycles, seasons, and natural order. Awareness of timing allows the mind to move decisively, with precision and depth. By embracing these moments, the chosen ones cultivate discipline, patience, and the capacity to harness energies that exist beyond the visible world. When attention meets the rhythm of the cosmos, growth is no longer a struggle, it becomes a flow. The currents of time, observed and respected, guide each step, turning ordinary effort into profound transformation, and revealing that mastery is as much about alignment as it is about skill. Silence is not empty. It is alive with subtle guidance, a doorway to the wisdom that resides beyond thought. In the stillness of solitude, the mind ceases its endless chatter, and the higher self begins to speak. Ancient masters knew that true insight emerges not through noise or distraction, but in moments when the external world recedes and the inner world comes into focus. The chosen ones learn to honor this silence, treating it as a sacred teacher. In these quiet moments, intuition awakens, revealing truths that the mind alone cannot grasp. Ideas, realizations, and subtle nudges arrive gently, often appearing in forms that seem ordinary. A fleeting thought, a sudden sense of clarity, a deep knowing that arises without effort. The key is presence, to notice without judgment and to receive without forcing. Journaling becomes a powerful companion in this practice. Writing down reflections, questions, or insights anchors the fleeting whispers of intuition, transforming them into tangible guidance. Meditation, too, provides a structured way to listen deeply, to observe the currents of thought and feeling without interference. Both practices cultivate discipline, training the mind to remain attentive and receptive. Shaolin philosophy teaches that mastery is not just action or strength, but alignment with inner truth. Silence sharpens this alignment, creating a space where awareness expands, clarity deepens, and decisions arise from wisdom rather than impulse. The higher self communicates most clearly when the clamor of the world is held at bay, offering direction, reassurance, and insight that ordinary experience cannot provide. In honoring silence, the chosen ones discover a rhythm that mirrors the natural order of life. Each quiet moment becomes a mirror reflecting inner potential, each observation a step toward mastery. Through stillness, reflection, and the mindful capture of insight, the mind aligns with deeper currents, and the subtle voice of intuition becomes unmistakable, guiding the path with gentle certainty. Every day holds opportunities to practice mastery, yet it is often overlooked in the rush of life. Shaolin philosophy teaches that greatness is forged not in grand gestures, but in small disciplined actions repeated with intention. The chosen ones understand that each ritual, no matter how simple, is a thread in the tapestry of inner strength. Mindful walking, for example, transforms a routine step into a meditation. Each footfall becomes deliberate, each breath synchronized with motion, creating a rhythm that quiets the mind and awakens awareness. Controlled breathing, performed with patience and focus, channels energy, sharpens attention, and grounds the spirit in the present moment. Even something as ordinary as a meal can become sacred when approached mindfully. Tasting each bite, acknowledging the nourishment it provides, and honoring the life and effort behind it. Staying home alone on this day becomes a microcosm of disciplined freedom. Without the distractions of the outside world, the chosen ones can structure their time intentionally, choosing actions that cultivate clarity, strength, and presence. Each moment becomes an opportunity to reinforce discipline, turning solitude into a training ground for the mind and spirit. Over time, these small practices compound. What begins as a quiet ritual evolves into habits of awareness and self-mastery. The mind grows steady, the body attuned, and the spirit aligned. Shaolin teachings remind us that the path of mastery is gradual, requiring patience, consistency, and reverence for the present. Through mindful repetition, even the simplest actions gain depth. Each ritual performed with attention and care strengthens the connection between thought, intention, and energy. In the stillness of home, the chosen ones cultivate a subtle power, a disciplined freedom, and an inner mastery that extends far beyond the walls around them, an enduring skill forged in quiet ritual and daily practice. The greatest treasures are often invisible. They cannot be bought, traded, or displayed. On September 11th, the chosen ones have the opportunity to unlock a gift that the world cannot offer: clarity, inner power, and spiritual insight. These are the rewards of disciplined solitude, the fruit of intentional practice, and the quiet unfolding of the mind aligned with higher awareness. Staying alone on this sacred day is not merely an act of withdrawal. It is a deliberate step beyond the noise, beyond the endless demands and distractions of the external world. In this quiet, the mind can see clearly. Thoughts, emotions, and intentions align, revealing patterns and possibilities that are otherwise hidden. The energy of the day amplifies this process, allowing the chosen ones to move closer to their truest selves. True mastery is not something granted by teachers, mentors, or society. It cannot be handed down as wealth or knowledge. It is awakened from within, cultivated through patience, awareness, and disciplined practice. Every moment of stillness, every conscious breath, every mindful ritual becomes a tool for self-realization. Each act reinforces the understanding that power is internal, subtle, and enduring. The world often distracts with noise, desire, and illusion, yet those who choose the path of quiet observation find a different kind of wealth. Insight emerges, intuition deepens, and the spirit gains resilience. What is unlocked is a freedom that transcends circumstance, the ability to act with clarity, to perceive with precision, and to move with purpose beyond ordinary perception. In embracing solitude and intention, the chosen ones step into a space where transformation is natural. The gifts received are not fleeting or material. They are eternal qualities of mind and spirit. Here, in the stillness of disciplined practice, the inner self awakens, revealing power, wisdom, and understanding that no worldly influence can ever provide. Solitude, mindfulness, intention, and discipline are not just practices, they are the keys to unlocking the potential that lies within each of us. September 11th offers a rare energetic window, a moment in time where reflection deepens, clarity emerges, and the path to inner mastery becomes clearer. By embracing stillness, releasing what no longer serves, and aligning with your higher self, the chosen ones access gifts that the world cannot give: clarity of mind, strength of spirit, and insight that guides every decision with purpose. These are not fleeting moments of power, but lasting qualities cultivated through conscious practice and presence. Take these lessons into your daily life. Even small acts of mindful breathing, intentional reflection, or simple rituals can open doors to inner growth. The world may demand attention, yet it is in the quiet, disciplined moments that true mastery unfolds. May each breath you take, Each pause you embrace and each moment of presence lead you closer to your highest self. Let this sacred solitude guide you, strengthen you, and reveal the unseen currents of your own potential. If this journey resonates with you, join us at Shaolin Soulfire. Like this video, subscribe to the channel, and step with us into the quiet power that transforms mind, body, and spirit. Peaceful clarity is waiting within. Take the first step.